Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Skinner here. I'm going to do some reading with you for Monday, May 11th. Okay, this week we're going to be learning about butterflies. Okay, and I believe somewhere in your packet you have this. Okay, if you can't find it right now, it's okay because I'm just going to teach it to you. But it's a butterfly poem called Butterfly Magic. Look at the leaf. So we'll do this motion for look. Look at the leaf. Do you see the eggs? Out come the caterpillars with many legs. They eat and they eat, and when they're done, they form their chrysalis in the setting sun. Inside there is magic. Didn't you know? Out come the butterflies, go, go, go. Okay, so that's a poem about how a butterfly is born. Starts out as an egg and then is a caterpillar. And the caterpillar is so hungry, just like that book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. You probably read that before. And then it goes in a chrysalis, which sometimes we call them cocoons, I think. And it stays in there for a while, and then when it comes out, it's a butterfly. All right, so we'll practice this poem all week long. Next, we have another nonfiction text about butterflies. Okay, it's another National Geographic Kids nonfiction book. And there's a very pretty butterfly on the cover. It's called Great Migrations Butterflies. Migration means that they move from one place to another. And it is by Laura Marsh. Like all the other nonfiction books I've showed you, this one has a table of contents as well. Okay. Next. Oh, there's all sorts of pictures. On the move. When animals travel from one region or habitat to another, it is called migration. Animals migrate in search of food or a mate. Migration helps animals survive on Earth. Many animals migrate. The monarch butterfly is one of them. Okay, so these orange and black butterflies are monarchs. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of them in the trees, monarch butterflies. Wildebeests and red crabs, those are shown over here. Those are other animals that migrate in large herds. Okay, wing words. Migration, moving from one region or habitat to another for food or a mate. And mate means either a male or female in a pair. Most animals need a mate to have babies. Amazing monarchs. What insect is black and orange and flies the farthest of any on Earth? You guessed it, a monarch butterfly. And it shows a butterfly, and then it shows the world with red lines going around it to show that the butterfly is traveling a long ways. Monarch butterflies migrate 2,000 to 3,000 miles. They travel to the forests of Mexico from the United States and Canada and back every year. Since butterflies are so small, a mile is much farther for them than for people. A butterfly's 2,800-mile trip is like a person traveling 275,000 miles. That's like walking around Earth 11 times. So if we were to walk around the Earth 11 times, that's how a butterfly feels when it does its migration. That's how far it feels for a butterfly. Mighty big trip. Weird but true. Monarch caterpillars get oxygen through holes in the sides of their bodies. That is kind of weird. So when they're a caterpillar, they have holes and they breathe through them. 2 monarch populations. The western population migrates along the Pacific coast of the United States. The eastern population migrates east of the Rocky Mountains in the United States and Canada all the way to Mexico. This book is about the eastern population. Okay, so see right here where Miss Skinner's pointing, those yellow and red lines, those are what this book's going to talk about. The butterflies that stay between Mexico and the United States. Okay? It is winter. In the Oyamel forests of Mexico, clusters of butterflies make the trees look orange. There are so many butterflies they could cover 11 football fields. Here the monarchs rest and wait for spring. Weird but true, a butterfly's antenna and legs provide its sense of smell. I'm going to show you these trees. Look closely. They look like leaves, but those are butterflies. All those orange things stuck to those trees are butterflies. Oh, wow. Here's a joke. Why couldn't the butterfly come to the dance? It's kind of funny. Because it was a mothball. Get it? A mothball. Only the moths were allowed, I guess, at the mothball. In the spring, swarms of newly awakened monarchs cover the trees and fly through the air. Millions of monarchs are ready to leave Mexico. There's all the butterflies swarming like crazy. A swarm means a large, big group of bugs or butterflies or whatever. Okay. Let's read one more page and stop for today. We're going to have to spread this out over a few days because it's kind of long. Need to lead. The female monarchs lead the butterflies north from Mexico. Their parents cannot guide them. They died soon after the eggs were laid. Oh, that's sad. How do these butterflies know where to go? The monarchs know where to go by instinct. Sunlight signals them to migrate. Scientists believe that sunlight also helps guide them. Here's a wing word. Instinct. Behavior that animals are born knowing how to do. So it's something that nobody taught them. They just knew how. Okay? All right, we'll stop there for today. And I'll finish the rest tomorrow, and it might even take another day after that. Okay, so in your packet, you have a little book called The Butterfly Landed. We've done these a bunch of times. You cut on the dotted line, and so then you have 4 pieces. Here's the cover. Pretty butterfly, and it says, the butterfly landed on my little finger. Down here, the butterfly landed on the big branch. The butterfly landed on the big branch. Over here it says, the butterfly landed on the pretty flower. Okay? So you're going to cut this apart, put it in order. Cover, first, second, last. Have a grown-up staple it, and then you keep this. You don't have to bring this back in your packet. Just keep it, practice reading it on your own, practice reading it with a grown-up. If you don't know a lot of the words, Remember, look for sight words. Sound it out. Look at the picture. And you can also try and remember what Ms. Skinner said when she read it. And you can always ask a grown-up for help, okay? So work on that at home. Today it was raining here where Miss Skinner lives, so I couldn't find video of any butterflies. So maybe tomorrow I can have a butterfly video for you, okay? All right, see you later.